I'm joined now by my colleague, Nicole Karkic, in the studio. Nicole, this is just unprecedented what we're seeing in the city of Toronto. Traffic in the city of Toronto isn't great on the best of days. This is a complete mess.
You're right, Mike. And as you mentioned, there's been a lot of closures. DVP has been so flooded that there's going to be some closures there. Portions of the 401, the 427 as well. So all major routes are having to deal with the flooding. Also, TTC is reporting that they've stopped vehicles from moving, and there is some flooding at Union Station. Now, as Mike mentioned, we do have this front right here that's still bringing some rains from Sarnia to London. That's going to push on through towards Kitchener, make its way into Hamilton, and that will bring us more persistent rain. So the bulk of the very heavy rain that came down quickly, it's pretty much passed on through, but right behind it we could see thunderstorm cells regenerating, and that will still bring us some steady rains and maybe some windy conditions too. And this is the widespread risk area for this evening. Heading into Tuesday, again, another round of rains. It's going to be from Toronto to Huntsville over to Ottawa. In the southwest, it could be more severe thunderstorms tomorrow. It's going to be hot and humid like today as we head into your Tuesday. Let's travel now to another part of the country. You're absolutely correct, and we're seeing some thunderstorms developing south of the city of Calgary. Calgary not included in a severe thunderstorm watch at all, but areas south and to the east of that are. You can see right here from Taber down towards Lethbridge, Milk River, we do have some severe thunderstorms passing through right now, and that could produce wind gusts of over 100 kilometers an hour, large size hail. So this is the area of concern, marked in red, Medicine Hat, over towards areas in through southern Manitoba. Just along the border, we could see those cells really getting very active. And heading into tomorrow, a nice clearing trend for you. From Calgary over to Lethbridge, it'll be sunny, returning back to more seasonal values. So summer's returning and it's staying dry. In Ontario, however, not the situation for today and tomorrow. Heavy downpours do continue. More on this coming up.
It's going to get less intense, but the rain is going to stick around for the next few hours.
You're right, Mike. It just won't be as intense as we saw earlier today, but definitely it's just going to exacerbate the situation that we have on hand right now. As we look at the radar returns, you can see a few thunderstorm clusters right here from Toronto over to Hamilton, Mississauga, Vaughan. All those areas are still under a severe thunderstorm warning. We could continue to see some heavy downpours there. And yes, around Goderich, moving towards Kitchener, London, Sarnia, Windsor, you're seeing some steady rains, but it's been this area from Barrie down to Toronto, extending close to Hamilton, where we've had the significant rain come down in a very short period of time, and that's caused problems on the roads. The DVP going to be closed, portions of the 401, the 427, the Gardiner completely flooded in some sections. So as you can imagine, a mess to get home. Today, those thunderstorms will continue, and it will extend over towards the Ottawa, even Montreal region. And if you're wondering about tomorrow, we're going to see some thunderstorms again. So the weather just won't quit. Windsor to London, seeing it. More so, it's going to be non-severe thunderstorms heading into tomorrow. It's still going to be hot and humid, but we probably won't have the same energy as we're seeing for today. Let's take a look at what's happening in the west. Definitely below seasonal, so a cool, summery day in the city of Calgary. We're seeing more of a threat of severe weather south of Calgary, moving towards Vauxhall, down towards Taber, Lethbridge, Milk River. You can see that line just making its way through right now. Medicine Hat, eventually in the next half an hour to 60 minutes, you're going to see some rain showers, and 1-4 as well. So that's the trajectory of where that storm is moving. Take a look at this. The areas marked in red, just really close to the border, is where we could really see some more severe thunderstorms this evening. That could mean wind gusts up to 100 kilometers an hour, large size hail, and some heavy downpours too. Calgary, Edmonton, really the threat areas marked in yellow are going to be non-severe. Now take a look at this for the Calgary Stampede. As Mike mentioned, things are getting a lot nicer. 26 degrees for Tuesday. Wednesday we'll get up to 26 degrees as well. So looking pretty good. Let's take you back to the store. Amounts of rain. This is a look at city streets in Toronto. Buses can't get through. Union Station completely flooded. Pearson Airport recorded 90 millimeters of rain in the span of just 2 hours. So it is a nightmare for people getting home. And the thing is that with all this rain we're seeing, some cities that aren't as populated maybe could handle it in a short period of time, but with so many people trying to get out of the city of Toronto at this hour, it's definitely a bit of a mess. We'll tell you coming up how long it's going to last and where the worst is going to be just ahead.
Here's a shot from Toronto, the city of Toronto earlier today. We're seeing flooding on bridges as well, the QEW. Nicole, it's a mess out there, isn't it?
It's an absolute mess, and there's been so many closures on major arteries of the city of Toronto, and people trying to get out just can't get home. And if you get home, you might not have any power. Hydro One is reporting for the Greater Toronto region about 100,000 customers are without power. They anticipate getting people back online by midnight tonight. So we'll see how that goes in the next little while. Areas around Brampton and towards Creemore, Caledon, we're looking at the heavy intense rain moving through there within the next little while. So that's where we could see potential for flooding again. For the city of Toronto, we're seeing light rain right now, but right behind it, we could see some energy filling in, and that will give us heavy downpours potentially again in some regions. Now, if you haven't seen the rain yet, for example, if you're in the city of Hamilton, it could come through within the next few hours. So you're not sort of in the clear tonight from the active weather. But you can see here on the major highways, we're still getting a lot of that rain pushing through, but it's Brampton, Caledon, where coming up, you're going to be seeing the heavy rain right now. Now today, this is the widespread risk we have for the severe thunderstorms potentially. It's really been the heavy downpours for today, and we've seen at least 60 to 70 millimeters of rain, in some cases 90 millimeters of rain in the span of about 1 to 2 hours, and a drop in temperatures by 6 to 7 degrees. For tomorrow, again, we'll see some thunderstorms. In the southwest, we anticipate them being a little bit more severe. This won't be like what we're seeing today. We have an upper level trough in the atmosphere right now, and that's just driving the storms, making them a little bit more. So tomorrow, yes, a risk, but we don't expect to get the flooding rains. Let's take you to Alberta, where you can see this radar return. Yes, definitely. We already have a few watches and warnings that are in place in southern Alberta. The warnings are centered sort of just east of Milk River as that front is pushing on through. So that region, we are seeing the very strong winds and heavy downpours. Right behind it, a bit of a clearing, but we still have some widespread watches in place. It doesn't include the city of Calgary, but areas south of that and these regions marked in red tonight. You could see the active weather. It clears out nicely across the west for tomorrow. Now let's take you back to Ontario. If you're seeing any active weather and want to call our storm line, it's 1-800-463-WIND. You can also upload photos and videos to our website, theweathernetwork.com.